In a quiet Yorkshire field, over 800 ancient objects lay buried for more than 2,000 years, including something no one believed existed in Iron Age Britain, until now. If history's greatest mysteries fascinate you, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and share this with someone who loves ancient history, because what we're about to uncover changes everything we thought we knew about ancient Britain. Near the quiet village of Melsonby in North Yorkshire, England, something extraordinary was waiting beneath an ordinary farmer's field. It had been there for over 2,000 years, untouched, unseen, and largely unknown. In December 2021, a metal detectorist named Peter Heads was conducting what seemed like a routine survey of the land. His detector beeped, then it beeped again, and again. What he had stumbled across would eventually draw archaeologists from Durham University and ignite one of the most significant Iron Age investigations Britain has seen in decades. The finds were kept quiet for years, carefully excavated, studied, and authenticated before finally being announced to the world in early 2025. And when that announcement came, it stopped historians in their tracks. More than 800 Iron Age metal artifacts emerged from that field, and that alone would have been extraordinary. But it was what those artifacts were that made this discovery unlike anything seen before in British archaeology. Researchers identified components of at least 7 large vehicles, including evidence of 4-wheeled wagons, a type of vehicle for which, as archaeologists themselves noted, it is hard to find parallels in Britain. Until Melsonby, Iron Age British elites were almost exclusively associated with lighter, faster, 2-wheeled chariots. 4-wheeled wagons of this kind were known on continental Europe, but not here. There were also harnesses for at least 14 horses, 28 iron-wheel tires, many deliberately bent out of shape, 3 ceremonial spears, and 2 large ornate cauldrons. And here's where it gets truly mysterious. Many of these objects were intentionally broken, burned, or deformed before being buried. This was not accidental damage. Someone, roughly between 100 BC and AD 40, destroyed these prestige objects on purpose, and then buried them, less than a kilometer from Stanwick, the vast fortified capital of the powerful Brigantes tribe. So why would anyone destroy objects of such obvious wealth and bury them? Archaeologists have proposed several competing theories, and none has been definitively proven. One interpretation is that this was a ritual offering to gods or ancestral spirits, a practice documented in Iron Age cultures across Europe where destroying valuable objects made them sacred. Another theory points to a funerary context, that these items were ceremonially killed alongside a high-status individual whose burial site has not yet been found. A third possibility is that this was an extraordinary public display of power, deliberate, theatrical destruction meant to demonstrate that a ruler was so wealthy they could afford to annihilate it. The proximity to Stanwick, long associated with the Brigantes' Queen Cartimandua, one of the most powerful rulers in pre-Roman Britain, has led some researchers to speculate about a royal connection. However, archaeologists are careful to note this link remains speculative. The Hoard could relate to Cartimandua's era, or to an equally powerful but unnamed ruler of the same period. What they agree on is this: the Melsonby Hoard reflects a level of wealth, ritual sophistication, and continental influence that was entirely unexpected for Iron Age Northern Britain. This discovery quietly rewrites a chapter of British history. The presence of 4-wheeled wagon components suggests that Iron Age elites in northern Britain had far stronger connections to continental Europe than previously understood, possibly through trade, diplomacy, or political alliance. It challenges the image of pre-Roman Britain as culturally isolated, and instead reveals a society engaged with the wider ancient world in ways that archaeology is only beginning to map. It also raises profound questions about religious belief, political theater, and the nature of power in a society that left no written records of its own. Every bent tire, every burned cauldron, Every deliberately broken spear is a sentence in a story that archaeologists are still learning to read. Here's what I want you to think about, and tell me in the comments. Why do you think they destroyed it? Was it devotion to the gods? A royal funeral? A political statement? Or something we haven't even considered yet? Drop your theory below. I read every single one. If this story captured your imagination the way it captured mine, please give this video a like. It genuinely helps more people find this content. Share it with a friend who loves ancient history or archaeology. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss when we uncover the next hidden chapter of the ancient world. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.